All right, just bear with us for just a moment. Testing 1, 2, testing 3, 4. Sound check 1, 2, 3. Checking on the microphone, checking all the levels, and it's sound check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Sound check 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do it. All right. Well, that was actually 2 Irish tunes to get things rolling here with our set. That was Silver Spear into High Reel. And again, we are One-Eyed Reilly. So good to be back here at Irishpalooza. Thanks so much for coming out, everybody. You know, it was actually our debut performance was back in November 2012 at the second Irishpalooza that they ever had. And we've been at every Irishpalooza ever since. And one of the things we love to do is we love to totally revamp our set list every year, partly because we're always writing new songs, but also just to give you some surprises here and there. But this next one, this is an original that we haven't gotten around to recording yet, but it's a song about a mythical drinking angel that watches over us on St. Paddy's Day. This one's called St. Paddy's Morning. I saw a vision twice my size of whiskey breath and fiery eyes. And when she came down from the skies, it was St. Paddy's morning. Said you cannot drink all day unless you start now right away. Else there will be hell to pay, consider that a warning. Irish coffee with a spoon, you know you can't go wrong. With Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. I heard the pipes across the field, the whiskey bottle was unsealed. The drinking angel was revealed for me St. Paddy's morning. No, my friends will all be there and all the pubs around the square. Irish songs will fill the air cause it's St. Paddy's morning. Rich and peachy, single malt and silky Irish cream. You wake St. Paddy's morning and you walk into a dream. Irish Irish coffee with a spoon, you know you can't go wrong. With Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. Up in my finest dress, my favorite hat upon my head. The color in need not be said, cause it's St. Paddy's morning. Soon I will be heading out to hoist a pint of Irish stout, to dance and drink and jump and shout, cause it's St. Paddy's morning. Rich and peaty, single malt and silky Irish cream. You wake St. Paddy's morning and you walk into a dream. Irish coffee with a spoon, you know you can't go wrong. With Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. Guinness in the afternoon and whiskey all night long. All right, all right. Well, this next one, this is another One-Eyed Reilly original. This is one that I wrote after watching the movie, The Banshees of Inisherin. And this one... Un momento.
No. We have this little saying. It's called scuba, song, capo, beer. But he shortchanged it, went right to the beer, and almost
went right to the beer. But this one's called Eliza Jane, I'm Coming Home. Jane, I never meant to hurt you. Lord knows that I never would desert you. Eliza Jane, you put me in your pocket so I'd heal. I just had to breathe and to feel. Eliza Jane, don't know why it's been so long. Don't know where that I've been gone. I'm coming back where I belong. Liza Jane, I'm not the wild rover. I know you probably thought that we were over. Eliza Jane, I thought about you every single day. I just had to find a way. Eliza Jane, I'm coming home. Don't know why it's been so long. Don't know where that I've been gone. I'm coming back where I belong. Me to the battle. There was a line of conscience that I had to straddle. There was blood upon the soil and justice down the drain. I need you in my heart, Eliza Jane. Eliza Jane, I'm coming Thank you. Well, as Bob Waller alluded to during that Great Stout Rebellion set, if you ever saw One-Eyed Reilly at Irishpalooza prior to last year, undoubtedly you remember the man that was right over here with the big red beard, our fiddle player, Mr. St. John Fraser. What you may not realize is actually we're just 3 days away from the 1-year anniversary of his passing. You know, he was the creator of One-Eyed Reilly. He was our bandmate. He was our star. He was our friend. I truly love that man. And this next song, we want to dedicate this one to St. John. It's a flogging Molly song that he used to love to play. And this one's called If I Ever Leave This World Alive. If I ever leave this world alive, I'll thank you for the things you did in my life. If I ever leave this world alive, come back down and sit beside your feet tonight. Wherever I am, you'll always be more than just a if I ever leave this world alive, if I ever leave this world alive, I'll take on all the sadness that I left behind. If I ever leave this world alive, the madness that you feel will soon subside. So in a word, don't shed a tear. I'll be here when it all gets real. If I ever leave this world alive. If I ever leave this world, hey, I may never leave this world. But if I ever leave this world alive, she says I'm okay, I'm alright, though you have gone from my life. You said that it would, now everything should be alright. Yeah. She says I'm okay, I'm alright, though you have gone from my life. You said that it would, now everything should be alright. Should be alright. Yeah. She said this next one's a One-Eyed Reilly original, but it's kind of a corollary to that last one, actually. You know, I truly believe that this song was channeled through me from Mr. Tim Rogers, who used to be the lead bartender out of Father Patty's. And this is a song. It's a song of empathy for everybody that just has to grind through life. And this one's called Grindstone. Even though we didn't want to do it, even though we didn't want it done, even though we didn't want to be part of the doing, still he wound up on the wrong end of a gun. Even when his mind is really racing, facing all the wasting of his dreams. Back and forth he's pacing as you feel he's big and bracing, and he's tasting all the whiskey in the streets. Chuck, I need a candle with more than two ends, cause I'm burning them all and it just never ends. Oh baby, they call it the grindstone cause it grinds. Even when the moon is just a sliver, now there's a lover and a giver in the sky. We crossed the Jordan River with an arrow in his quiver and a message to deliver up on high. He was only looking for redemption, but there is no exemption from the truth. Not to even mention all the pain and all the tension as Joshua judges through. Well, I've been working all day and I'm banging my head just to feel alive, not to wind up dead. Oh, baby, they call it the grindstone cause it grinds. I believe he has been healed. A tragedy, but his majesty will be revealed. Even though he didn't want to do it, even though he didn't want it done, even though he didn't want to be part of the doing, still he wound up on the wrong end of a gun. Even when the moon is just a sliver, now there's a lover and a giver in the sky. Who crossed the Jordan River with an arrow in his quiver and a message to deliver up on high. John, I need a candle with more than two ends, cause I'm burning them all and it just never ends. Oh baby, they call it the grindstone cause it grinds. Thank you. All right, we're gonna lighten things up just a little bit here. This is another One-Eyed Reilly original, but this is one that I wrote this one after having a few pints in a pub in Western Ireland with an old fisherman in the fishing village of Killybegs. And this one's called Old Salty Dog. He was an old salty dog sailing off through the fog from Killybegs to the North Sea. He was drinking and fishing and mostly just wishing, but it's where an old salty dog's free. When he came into port, his temper was short, and his thirst had a powerful grip. He wasn't much with the ladies at the pub of O'Grady's, so he'd soon be back out on that ship. He was an old salty dog sailing off through the fog from Killybegs to the North Sea. He was drinking and fishing and mostly just wishing, but it's where an old salty dog's free. He'd sing old sea shanties about mermaids he'd fancied and other strange visions he'd seen. Some said it was whiskey that made him so frisky. Others said that it just made him mean. He was always seafaring and a rubber boot wearing, with a hat that stayed packed in the wind. And he'd tell himself stories of all his past glories. When he finished, he'd start up again. Old salty dog sailing off through the fog, from Killybegs to the North Sea. He was drinking and fishing and mostly just wishing, but it's where an old salty dog's free. Yeah, the old salty dog's out at sea. All right. So.
This one needs no introduction. Let's do it.
One of those little surprises I told you about. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. If I stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes of the bluest sky, and if they thought of rain, I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where, as a child, I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. Sweet child, where do we go now? Where do we go now? Where do we go? All right, well, it's Irish tune time once again. And this little Irish tune is called Drowsy Maggie. And you know, more than any other Irish tune we used to do with St. John, he used to like to take a few liberties with this, so I think he would like the way we're doing it now. But, you know, one other thing I want to say about St. John is, you know, he made it very, very clear to me that his number one wish was that One-Eyed Reilly carry on even after him. The best way to keep his musical legacy alive, he said, was for One-Eyed Reilly to carry on. So I love these guys. We love St. John. Thanks so much for coming out. We've got some more, but this one's called Drowsy Maggie. All right. So you know, if you've seen us over the years, not necessarily at Irishpalooza, but anywhere you've seen One-Eyed Reilly over the years, you know we've always liked to mix in a little Bob Dylan with our Irish revelry. And I just recently saw that, you know, the new Dylan movie, A Complete Unknown, and got inspired to bust this one out. I'm gonna do it for you now. Woo-hoo! Oh, God said to Abraham, kill me a son. Egg said, man, you must be putting me on. God said, no. Egg said, what? God said, you can do what you wanted, but the next time you see me coming, you better run. Well, Abe said, where you want this killing done? God said, out on Highway 61. Well, Mac the Finger said to Louis the King, I got 40 red, white, and blue shoestrings, 1,000 telephones that don't ring. Do you know where I can get rid of these things? And Louis the King said, let me think for a minute, son. He said, yes, I think it can be easily done. Just take everything down to Highway 61. Now the fifth daughter on the 12th night told the first father that things weren't right. My complexion, she said, is much too white. Said, come here and step into the light. He said, you're right. Let me tell the second mother this has been done. But the second mother was with the seventh son, and they were both out on Highway 61. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Now the rolling gambler but he was very bored. He was trying to create a next world war. He found a promoter who nearly fell off the floor. Said he never engaged this kind of thing before. But yes, I think it can be very easily done. We'll put some bleachers out in the sun and have it on Highway 61. Revisited. All right. So next up, this is another One-Eyed Reilly original. In fact, this is truly one of our classic originals. It was the title track of our very first album. It's a song we wrote as a tribute to the leaders of the Easter Rebellion of 1916 over in Dublin, Ireland. But as I always like to say, it's also a good old-fashioned drinking song. This one's called Hoist Your Glass. And there are still bullet holes in the GPO walls, lit up by the sun every morn. Reminders of men who would do it again when a terrible beauty was born. We toast to the boys who have all gone before. We toast to the boys who have marched off to war. We honor those who bravely chose to plunge into the fray. It's of them we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. The fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Courageous Patrick Pierce read a proclamation that said, the Irish Republic is free. Though the brave were shot down, they were rallied around, and everything changed utterly. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. The fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Connolly, Pierce, Puckett, and Clark, McDonough, McDermott, and Kent put their lives on the line when their names they did sign. For sovereignty they would not relent. Oh, we toast to the boys who have all gone before. We toast to the boys who have marched off to war. We honor those who bravely chose to plunge into the fray. It's with them we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. The fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. So we say thanks to thee, wherever you be, in heaven's pub, where your bar stools are warm. You died for the green in 1916, when a terrible beauty was born. We toast to the boys who have all gone before. We toast to the boys who have marched off to war. We honor those who bravely chose to plunge into the fray. It's for them we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. The fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. The fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past, boys. A fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your beers is what we said. Hoist your glass! Thank you. All right, all right. Well, again, the name of our band is One-Eyed Reilly, and I would like to introduce the band real quick, if I may. Over on bass guitar, in fact, we call him lead bass guitar, as well as background vocals, Mr. Aaron Hendel. Back here on the drums and all kinds of percussion, Mr. Tim Curdup Schatz. And over here on lead guitar, as well as mandolin, sometimes accordion, and anything else he wants to play, the amazing Mr. Nick Carbajal.
And of course, our fearless leader, or fearless feeder, I'm not sure, Mr. Rick Marr.
And together, along with our musical brother looking down on us from above, Mr. St. John, we are One-Eyed Reilly. And this next one we learned from the Dropkick Murphys. This is called Rose Tattoo. Pictures tell a story, this life has many shades. I wake up every morning and before I start each day, I take my drag from last night's cigarette that smoldered in its tray. Down a little something and then be on my way. I've traveled far and wide, laid this head in many ports. Guided by a compass, I saw beauty to the north. I do these tales of many lives for these spaces of my own, with memories all around me so I wouldn't be alone. Some may be from showing up, others are from growing up. Sometimes I was so messed up and didn't have a clue. I ain't winning no one over, I wear it just for you. I got your name written here in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo. Got your name written here in a rose tattoo. This one's for the mighty sea, mischief, gold, and piracy. This one's for the man who raised me, taught me sacrifice and bravery. This one's for our favorite game, black and gold, we wave the flag. This one's for our family name, with pride I'll wear it to the grave. Some may be from showing up, others are from growing up. Sometimes I was so messed up and didn't have a clue. I ain't winning no one over, I wear it just for you. I got your name written here in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo. Got your name written here in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo, in a rose tattoo. Got your name written here in a rose tattoo. This one means the most to me, stays here for eternity. A ship that always stays the course, an anchor for my every choice. Rose that shines down from above, signed and sealed these words in blood. Heard them once sung in a song, played again, we sang along. You'll always be here with me, even if you're gone. You'll always be here with me, and our memory will live on. Some may be from showing up, others are from growing up. Sometimes I was so messed up and didn't have a clue. I ain't winning All right, all right. Well, before we go any further, I want to take a moment to thank Mr. James Wilson because he's the main organizer, instigator, and the driving force behind Irishpalooza. Thanks so much to James. Thanks for Harlow's for hosting the event again. Thanks for John for doing the sound, and of course, thanks to all of you for making Irishpalooza a super fun event that it is. Appreciate you all coming out. Thank you. All right. This next one. This is another One-Eyed Reilly original. I got the inspiration for this song from a line in a Jason Isbell song, actually, but this one's called "The Lord Loves a Sinner." I was born with a bottle of whiskey in my hand. I grew up in a barroom, so the good Lord understands. I've wasted beers with parish priests when confession sessions were done. I was drinking with the Father, and he said, "You are my son." They say the Lord loves a sinner, yeah, he can set a dark star free. They say the Lord loves a sinner, so he really must love me. Well, there are only 10 commandments, but there are infinite sins. The devil works in mysterious ways, and that's where it all begins. Back there at the barroom, I got caught up in the game. When whiskey gets the best of me, I still call out her name. Lord loves a sinner, yeah, he can set a dark star free. They say the Lord loves a sinner, so he really must love me. In the clouds of delusion, this is just a song of hope for heavenly inclusion. Now I'm not pleading guilty to any crimes I never saw, but there are many sins that are not against the law. Lord loves a sinner, yeah, he can set a dark star free. They say the Lord loves a sinner, so he really must love me. A sinner, yeah, he can set a dark star free. They say the Lord loves a sinner, so he really must love me. The Lord loves a sinner, yeah, he can set a dark star free. The Lord loves a sinner, so he really must love me. Yeah, he really must love me. Yeah, he really must love me. All right. Thank you so much. All right, well, we just have time for one more. But I also want to give a shout out to the McKeever School of Irish Dance and the Jig Bunkies for kicking things off this evening. A great set by Stout Rebellion. And coming right up next after us is Whiskey and Stitches. So good to have them back here at Irishpalooza. And then the Pint Thieves will be wrapping things up. We love the Pint Thieves. We've been to San Diego with those boys and back. But this is the song where our band name comes from. This is a traditional Irish song called Reilly's Daughter, and we do it like this. As I was sitting by the fire talking to O'Reilly's daughter, suddenly thought came into me head, I'd like to marry Reilly's daughter. Give Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your big bass drum. Well, Reilly played on a big bass drum. Reilly had a mind for murder and slaughter. Reilly had a great, great, get a ring eye, kept that eye on his lovely daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your big bass drum. Well, suddenly put them in the made him Captain Slaughter, Sergeant Roger and Dumb Boy too. Never had a chance with Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your big bass drum. Nick! Found me scratching a merry quarter, settled me down to a peaceful life. Taps and kicks and Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Play on your big bass drum, Aaron. Sunday footstep on the stair. Who could it be but Reilly more slaughter with two pistols in his hand, looking for the man who shagged his daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your big bass drum, Tim. Jack's daughter, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Play on your big bass drum, yeah, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Reilly, giddy-yi-yay. Play on your big bass drum. Thank you so much. We are One-Eyed Reilly. And if you want to take a little One-Eyed Reilly home with you, we actually have over on the merch, in addition to all of our CDs, we have what looks like a cassette tape, but it's actually, oh, look at this. It's a thumb drive. It's got our latest double album digitally. Anyway, we love you. Thanks so much. Good night.